In this video, I hope to accomplish how to make a website using Google Sites. Here's a rubric that we expect to follow. In the website, we have to have a professional look, at least 3 pages, buttons that link properly to each page, a professional look. Each page covers a specific set of content, whether or not you're going for the All About Me presentation or the business topic presentation, a YouTube video, a Google map, an email link, and images that link to an external source, and a footer with a copyright. So let's get started. First, we're going to go to byd.peelschools.org. If you haven't already logged in, then you're going to need to do that. What you should see is something like this. You've got a Google panel here, and on the left side you've got Sites. Clicking on that, you can create a new website. What I want to do here, I'm going to use a template just to make my life a little bit easier. So I'm going to go start a portfolio. And you can choose whatever kind of layout you want, but I felt that this was probably one of the easiest things to use. So I don't want to have all the pictures and whatnot here. I just want to go to just a bare kind of look right now. So we're going to get rid of this. What do I want to have as the name of the site? Well, Dare's Family. It's going to be all about me. So this is Dare's Family website. Okay, enter. So now I've got a name for it and it's automatically saving. Let's just say I want to change the color of this, is what we call the header. We can change the color, style, and it should change for everything else. So we're going to change this so that if we want to try and look at other pages, it should have the same look. Okay, just get rid of some of this stuff because I don't think we're going to need it. I'm trying to recreate the same essentially website I created using Wix, except I'm creating it in Google. So you have themes. You can change up the theme to whatever you like. I've just kept the default theme. Here you've got your essentially like your navigation. So if you click on this, it will change to a different page. And what I'm going to be doing, I know with my first website that I made essentially 3 pages. Now notice that this didn't change along with it. I'm going to get rid of the About page, so I can delete that. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be working with the project page because I found that to be just kind of a nice layout. Get rid of this stuff so I can kind of start fresh with with whatever I want to do. And what you will find is that they have a set number of layouts that you can use, which are kind of nice, but also a little bit more limiting. I'm going to try and just kind of start a little bit more fresh, but keep the same theme throughout. So I'm going to have 4 different pages. I want to have one with Dare's Family. That's this one. So we can go change the name of this. Properties, Dare's Family. And also notice that when I change the name of it, it also changes what shows up in the header of the website. This one is going to be, let's go change this. Properties, interests, and hobbies. Okay, that's now there. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go duplicate this page. I'm going to create 2 copies of it. I'm going to have, let's duplicate it again. So I'm starting essentially with blank pages. And these ones, I'm going to change the name of this final one to Contact. And this one is going to be changed to Properties, Renovations. So there's some really key differences here about working with Google Sites that was very different than working Dare's Family. That was very different than working with Wix. So let's just go to the Insert panel, and here's where you have these layouts. And so with my first Wix website, I tried to just have 3 pictures, one for kind of each picture that I wanted. So I'm going to drag and drop that in here. And what's going to happen next is I want to try and change these pictures. So I have my first son, my wife and I, and my third son. Second son. So here's the one cool thing that's going on about this is that when I want to just put in a picture, all I have to do is take the picture and drag and drop it into the image panel. 1, Robin Mie, 2. And the last one is James. But there are some slight differences that do come along with this. Obviously, when you drag and drop it into an image, it actually has already cropped it. So if you want to change it, you do have the option to crop and change it. But the one cool thing about this is it keeps the same size for all three of these. So this is Liam, Rob, and Mie, and this here is James. So that's the Dares Family page. That one's done. Let's try and go on to the next page. Interests and hobbies. So one of the other things that I'm supposed to do, first give it a title. I'm going to create some sort of a layout as well. I want to try and insert a YouTube video, and I want to insert a picture that links to another page. I'm going to do that here. I'm going to drag and drop this layout into here. And so this is where I have the ability to put something else in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my Simply Piano app that was going on. I've copied the link. I'm going to go to the YouTube video, paste that link in here. It's going to search for it. It's going to find it, and I click on that one, select, and now I've got a YouTube video which is now here in my website. So let's just add a little bit of detail. I'm copying and pasting from my other website. And now what I want to do is I want to drag and drop another picture in here for my game, which I enjoy playing. I used to play BF1. Now again, when it drops in here, it doesn't exactly look nice. And the one thing I do realize is that with Wix you had a little bit more options in terms of the cropping abilities, which you don't have here. So this is BF1. Uh-oh, that's not what I want. BF1, and I'm going to copy some text in here to give a description. And I don't like the alignment of this. I'm going to go left align. I'm going to do the same thing for this. Change this to left align. And now I've satisfied the criteria that I have a YouTube video and I have a picture, but I haven't linked this to another website. So here's the website for the actual developer. This is EA Sports. Copy the link, come back here, click on the picture, and I got this insert link, paste. You can link it to another page on your website if you wanted to, and apply. And so what happens is when I click this one, I get a YouTube video. When I click this one, it will end up going to ea.com. Another thing which we're supposed to have here is a footer. If you drag down to the bottom of your page, you see this automatically shows up with add footer. And what's cool about the footer is that this footer should show up on every single page that you've got going on. I'm going to change the theme so it's consistent. And it did say that we should have a copyright symbol. So there, I'm just going to take a copyright, Dares Family, copyright symbol, paste, and there. Now I've got, if I click off of that portion, now I've got a footer with a copyright symbol in it. So far I've got my picture, I got my YouTube video that links to an external site. Let's just make sure that, yeah, it's there. It's consistent for all pages. Let's try and do my renovations page, drag and drop the layout in here. Okay, going to get rid of this section. Don't need these ones. I should have got rid of them before I duplicated them. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, drag and drop more pictures. This is Reno 1, Reno 2. Now if you haven't already selected these layouts, it's going to be a lot harder to do. It's just going to drag and drop the picture with its initial size. So this is before the Reno, this is after, and the text below gives you the option to add in more detail. So when you guys do your websites, you're going to want to do that. Lastly, we're going over to the contact section. Get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, and let's go insert. What we're going to do, we're going to want to have a map. Alright, so let's go see. I want to put in a map which links to Turner Fenton Secondary School. Copy the address. Let's go back to my website. And we're going to go to a map. Control V to paste, select the address, it's going to show up here, and select. And so now we've added a map with our address that we wanted. What else did we want? We do want to have, let's just insert a text box here. You can drag this up. So this is going to be my contact for my email. Email me at p00830337@pdsb.net. And here's one of the cool things. As soon as you press enter, it automatically detects that it is an email address. So if you look at it, it already has the mail to link working. All right. Let's change a few names. Contacts. Contact. Make sure I got my names. Renovations. Should have done that before I end up moving off of them. I think I've got everything that I wanted to do in this video. Alright, let's just put in up here, Dear Family. Now, the last thing you can do, you do have the ability to preview your website with this button. So if you click on the preview, here's one of the cool things that is new in the scene with web development, is that you have the ability to see what it's going to look like on a phone, on a tablet, and on a larger screen. And you can always exit out of the preview just by clicking the X button. But if you want to see if everything's working okay, yep, links to a different page, good. Starts up the YouTube video, looks good. Our copyright is in the bottom, renovations. It looks like we're linking to all the pages just fine. So the last thing we have to do is publish this page. So Dear's Family, and it's going to be whatever your name you've got for it. Publish. So it's going to publish. Now what? Where do I get the link for this? Publish sightings, view publish website. So when it's done, you're going to need to take this copy this link and give it to me when you submit your assignment. So that way I'm going to be able to have access. And whether or not you submit that as a link in Google Classroom or you submit it as a comment into the comment section, I just need to have that link so I can see what your page looks like. And that's it. One of the cool things about using Google Sites is that you don't have to make an account. Everything's there. The drawbacks I found of doing it this way is that the functionality wasn't all there for the editing options of the pictures. The croppings, shapes was not done, and I did find it a little bit strange that some of the tools did not transfer over easily from some of the other Google products that are available here. So you can take a look at this stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it useful. If you have any questions, as usual, reach out to me by email or throw a question to the Google Classroom. Enjoy for now.